So hello everybody. Right now go ahead and cast some more good stuff from MLG, which I'm definitely looking forward to, as I still have yet to see any of the games that I have not casted. So once again, this is my way of watching MLG, so I'm gonna have a little fun right now. Stream on Ghost Crew's stream, so that's definitely awesome. So big ups to Ghost Crew. So that can definitely be fun. If you guys don't know them, ghostcrew.com. We have a Twitter, it's com/the Ghost Crew, like the Ghost Crew, after twitter.com. So definitely good people there, and I'm definitely having fun watching this particular best of 3 as we're watching mouzThorzain. Definitely somebody's made a very large splash in StarCraft 2 right now, gone from relatively unknown to one of those popular people. Terran player is so skillful. Right now also watching LiquidTyler, one of my favorites from Brood War as well as StarCraft 2. Just a personal little anecdote. Definitely someone to note that he's been in all of the TSLs. One of the few people, along with Idra, Braddock, Mondragon, White Ra. Wait, was White Ra in TSL? I don't even remember, but still, one of the people to actually have that little accolade under their belts. So we're going to see exactly what's happening in this game right now. It is on MLG Shattered Temple, part of MLG Columbus. It's just from the pool play, but I'm definitely excited to see these guys run out. Right now, it's like Tyler's going to go ahead and scout. After putting down his gateway, which is could be seen as late or not. I mean, granted, you're not going to see that much from Terran earlier on. All you can basically see is whether there's going to be early gas or not, there's going to be double racks or not. There's a lot of possibilities of what can be happening, but let's see exactly what's going to be happening in this game, as these guys are definitely at the top of the skill bracket. So I'm quite interested in seeing what will be happening. So Tyler, I do know he does a lot of stuff with Blink Stalkers. He's got a really interesting style of play. He varies it a lot. He's got some very refined build orders. He's one of the first people to really show the power of upgrades in PvT. So I'm very excited to see how he's going to do that, because Thorzain has likewise done a lot with upgrades in PvP. He was one of the first to really go for a lot of quick upgrades, and I'm definitely curious to see if he does go fast upgrade versus fast upgrade. That could definitely help out Thorzain as Tyler's going to go for a really strong, like +2/+2 timing push, or even +3/+3 timing push with a lot of gateway units. Both have been seen. I know Swabs has actually done some stuff with upgrades as well. I think Day 9 did a daily on that with the simplest daily in the world. It was actually a really good daily, if anybody wants to go and see that. But we do see at the front that this probe has started to return. You can see Tyler's vision. I do not think he scouted this command center because it was just put down by Thorzain. So Thorzain is doing a no gas fast expand from Terran, which I've seen so many Terrans. Oh my god, this is seriously becoming the most popular build that I've seen now from Terrans. It is insane. TVP, TVT, TVZ, it's all used. You get bunkers in the front, you can defend just about anything with just Marines earlier on. But right now, Thorzain is running around, seeing exactly what's going on. He's seen everything, but Tyler's not really shown anything that needs to be hidden. He's saying gas is up, but that's just normal for Protoss. This shows that tech is going to be on the way. So right now, we're just going to go ahead and really try and keep an eye on that. There is a sentry out first, not a Stalker's instinct. This SCV might get away. It looks like it actually will get away. That is a shame. I do know that Tyler did want to take that out. But right now, let's go into Tyler's base. He just threw down because it was 2 Stargates. 2 Stargates? What am I talking about? 2 gateways. 2 gateways. That'd be weird if it was 2 Stargates. But now with these 3 skates, I think that's put on a little bit of aggression, trying some damage. But this actually could take a lot of damage from this. There's no ramp to help protect Thorzain, but with just 1 bunker, 3 gateways of units could do a lot of damage. If he can take out some of those SUVs at the base, that could definitely help him out. But he could just try and expand off of this. Sentries are indicative of Tyler wanting to save up his money to go ahead and get out the expansion. But right now, his probe's going to go ahead and run around and get a pylon. Just going to make sure he gets some 5 blocks. But will Tyler go for aggression, Stargate Robo, or go ahead and expansion up, or maybe 2 of them at the same time? And definitely go ahead and do that, but it's a huge investment. And the longer he waits, never mind, it's actually not going to wait anymore. There's the next coming up, and Tyler will be able to actually just get up his economy in response. The problem is, Thorzain has this up and has had this space up for a little bit longer than Tyler would like. You can see that these mules, wow, it's actually mined over 300 from that mineral patch. So Tyler's never going to deal with a strong Terran economy at the moment. Thorzain is working on his upgrades, he's getting out Marauders. Good job of getting out tech, and see the stim packs there, but really early second Q on that Marauder. That's kind of a blunder for a guy who's as skilled as Thorzain is. But he's doing a good job of getting a ton of, he's going pure Marauder, it seems. But you have to deal with this attack in the front, though it looks like Tyler's not going to commit to this at all. There is the Highland there, so might go ahead with a little more DPS, because this is going to be a pretty hard infrastructure to break. There are a lot of SCVs that have been queued up over here to deal with this. And there's a Garden Shield. Great job there. A lot of force fields. But that bunker, it will fall. And it looks like ThorzaIn might have a little bit of trouble holding this off. There are more Marauders coming in. Second bunker is now completed. So we're going to see Marauders loading that up. And it looks like Tyler is going to be successfully forced back by ThorzaIn's SCV repairing defense. So some more units are coming in. Tyler does have a lead in the food count. We see in the unit station that has a lead in the probes as well. So it's definitely helping come back. There is his nexus that is now completed. So Tyler is doing a good job of controlling this economy right now. Alright, so now these guys are continuing to run in. We'll see exactly what's going to be happening. Okay, so they're continuing to press in. We are watching that Tyler still not starting forth gases. He's still working on getting up. There is the upgrades and happening from Tyler. Very, very fast upgrades. Definitely something that Tyler loves to do, and it's shown to be very, very effective. Tyler's a Grandmaster. I don't think ThorzaIn is actually Grandmaster, though he might be on the Europe server. I'm not as familiar with the Europe server as I am with the NA server. But here we are watching some more pushing in, but ThorzaIn almost getting caught between those force fields, but Tyler just misplaced the middle one a little bit. But here we are continuing to move in. More forces, a lot of stalkers, DPS, trying to hit what he can, but there are so many Marauders out for ThorzaIn. I'm surprised ThorzaIn hasn't just watch my cameras. ThorzaIn hasn't just thrown off a few Marauders onto this high ground, trying to get a little bit even more of a concave as Tyler's actually pressing down the left side of this choke. Just kind of surprised that ThorzaIn might just go ahead and do a little bit of a push. He's got a very healthy DPS army right now with a lot of those Marauders. And there he's going to hit. Custom Shell's going to allow, oh my god, something on one Marauder is a great move to keep the health on as many of those Marauders as he can. And he does manage to hit that stalker and take it out quite easily. So now the defense is going to be on the LiquidTylers, and the question is, will he actually be able to defend this? So this is a lot of units. Tyler does have a lot of force fields, a lot of stalkers. Doesn't seem to have much in the way of other units besides gateway units, but he is getting more. He's got the upgrade. There's a smash system. SCVs as well. We're going to run in, and one more force will be enough to lock those guys in, but it's like ThorzaIn doesn't even care. So he can continue attacking and work on taking out all of what Tyler has. You can see the pros are going to move out into the fray. There's going to be some more zealous warping, but they're getting killed off before they actually finish warping in, as ThorzaIn is going to block himself off into a corner, and all of these units are going to continue pressing the attack. But Tyler, he's pulling back his probes when there doesn't have enough stalkers to actually take out those Marauders. They should just go ahead and flat warp and continue the attack. His +1 armor has actually finished, but ThorzaIn still has 3 Marauders left. He's basically committing to sacrificing them, take out as much as he can. That sentry goes down, and ThorzaIn might just run to the main base, try and get the scout off, and it looks like that is what he's going to be doing. I was going to see it scout all of these gateways, but there's nothing but gateways out for Tyler. He's emphasizing complete gateway units, but doesn't really have much else that he can actually use it. There is, ThorzaIn is just unable to actually two-shot the pros with the +1 armor, so there's just another boost, and a boon of having that armor upgrades, which is very nice to see. But I'm waiting for Tyler to get a stronger unit than just gateway units. At the moment, he just has a couple stalkers, a couple sentries, a couple zealots, and that's really it. While ThorzaIn's got all these bio units in play, all Marauders, he still has continuous production of 4 barracks worth of Marauders. He does have another starport there too. He's getting on his reactor up. Medevacs will be on the way very, very, very quickly. ThorzaIn is giving himself a little bit of a lead with that strong attack originally. 75 to 66 food when Tyler was ahead originally. Tyler's also getting the +1 attack. He doesn't have a Twilight Council on the ground yet. Once he does, he'll be able to get past that +1 level of those upgrades. And here we have ThorzaIn simply once again going to try and do a lot of Marauder kiting, but Good Force is going to kill off a few of those zealots, but yikes, there's not enough to really actually put us back. Looks like ThorzaIn continues stemming and taking out the stalkers, posting them down first. No, he actually wants the sentries first. Instead of just getting the kills of the stalkers, just go ahead and continue running out the Marauders. I want to pull back, wait for Medevacs to kill these guys, and do as much damage as he can. Zealots are taking a lot of hits. The stalkers are being rather effective right now. We continue attacking, but that sentry is a goner. And it looks like ThorzaIn's going to need to actually just sacrifice his units and wait to macro more. He's using his units in a very disposable fashion, but he's also getting his +1 right now, and about to work on getting out this Roxy at the third base. As these 2 Marauders get locked up behind the center, he's not going to go ahead and choose to run on the top. There we go. ThorzaIn's going to go ahead and control them accordingly now. So good stuff happening from ThorzaIn. Also make sure his defense is strong, getting more bunkers. looks like none of these guys are actually getting much else. They're just sort of sticking with what they have right now. Tyler is still on warp gates. He did add one more, so now he's on to 6 as opposed to 5. But just not getting his 4th assimilator. Very late gases coming from Tyler. Very interesting moves. We're seeing thorzain going to go ahead and finally get medevacs out on the field. So he could go ahead and do a drop or pretty much anything else. He's got a lot of options right now. Double pronged attack the front, drop in the back. Marauders would be great at sniping off buildings. They can do a ton of damage that way. We're seeing that Tyler's doing a good job of actually chrono boosting out. You can see his nexus side are at very low energy right now. He's continuing to work in alliance and just sticking with the gateway units. And he's just at +1/+1. I do not see a Twilight Council anywhere on the field. I'm really surprised at this, as Tyler is just not working getting more upgrades. It's just +1/+1 for him. And thorzain's upgrades are about to finish, which will nullify that advantage completely for Tyler. You can see there's literally 2 seconds left on that upgrade, and there it goes. So there's the armor coming as well. One shot on the SCV will allow it to die. But look at the food count. We're seeing that Tyler does have a small lead. Proxy Pound will be coming down from that probe. So he's going to go ahead and be aggressive against thorzain immediately. Looking around here, though, thorzain's game is +2/+2, faster than Tyler, which is very not that good for Tyler. And there's the 3rd base going down for thorzain, much quicker than Tyler. So Tyler's staying on 2 bases. Now we're going to macro up a ton. He's still got no anything really. Helion's actually running around trying to do a little bit of damage. Only 1 kill so far. Odds are that was a probe. I'm waiting for Tyler to move in, so he's going to go ahead and try and do some more rounds of warp. There's a lot of stalkers around the field. There are some Zels, position themselves in the front with sentries behind, waiting to go ahead and do a huge push. Going to be sentries and doing guardian shields up there. The guardian shields, force fields, winning the force fields. SUVs are there. Tyler's doing a massive push. He's only +1/+1, which is equal to thorzain's army. It's going to be really tricky to actually make use of. Oh god, no. It's like thorzain should have more than enough to push back Tyler's army. Tyler only has stalkers left essentially, which is not exactly what he wants. A lot of Zels are coming in, but they need more upgrades than +1/+1. thorzain's looking incredibly strong right now, and thorzain even has his 3rd base saturated with a planetary fortress morphing in right now. So that's going to be pretty much sealed against his gateway units, unless there's going to be a lot more upgrades and sentries for force fields around them to prevent the repair. But thorzain's got medevacs, he's got bunkers, he's got a great position, he's got the defender's advantage, he can reinforce very quickly. Looks like Tyler's going to go ahead and push in once more. There he is, going to continue attacking. He's moving in a lot. He's got a lot of more stalkers attacking this time around. Much better arsenal attack for him. Stalker DPS is really helping him out. These sentries are trying to try and more guardian shields, hopefully, to nullify some of the damage that's happening right now. But there's a ton of units coming in. The thorzain, they got a great concave. SCVs are there. Bunker is still up as his medevacs are going to try and heal the damage. But it looks like, oh no, Tyler might be just taken out. He's got nothing to help those stalkers. No other units, no upgrades, no blink, nothing. And thorzain is going to nullify these guys completely. That is the death of Tyler's army. And thorzain now has a 30, almost a 40 food lead count. Going to be able to force Tyler into a very rough spot. But Tyler is doing a really all-in push right now. His +1/+1 is very late, and thorzain is just wrecking it. His +2/+2 is almost done. Combat shield is actually only just now halfway done, but he's still doing mainly Marauders. It's not a big deal he didn't have combat shield. There's some good force fields from Tyler, but thorzain is really being aggressive, saving units from the force fields with those medevacs. Very nice move, and there's a stim on those Marauders. He's going to go ahead and pick off some more sentries. Tyler's going to go ahead and turn around and continue attacking as thorzain is going to continue kiting these guys, be in a very good spot with all these medevacs, all these Marauders, and doing so much damage. And there's thorzain actually picking up one unit, one Marauder that was very well damaged. Go ahead and save him. Now he's going to go ahead and really get almost every kill that he wants. Tyler's even pulling his probes out very preemptively, as his natural is basically empty right now from lack of probes. So there is, again, picking off units on the high ground. Stim going to allow these commands to do so much. Medevacs are giving the vision on the high ground, and Tyler is really being pushed back. thorzain is now getting close to tripling the food count. It's more than doubled. And this is going to be really difficult for Tyler. There's still constant production out of these barracks coming out from thorzain. He should be now at about 6 or 7 racks. He's got another command center on the way. He easily gets the gold, but Tyler's now back on 1 base. This is really not good. thorzain scanning, seeing the really the great position that he's in. There are some sentries out, but with medevacs from the field, those medevacs are not going to be able to really take any damage from the sentries force fields, because the medevacs will just take up the Marauders. That's pretty much going to be it, as Tyler is seriously in a horrible position. And there it is. There's the lift coming from those medevacs, and they hit the top left. There is Thorzain also a sim attack to his right, and oh gosh, there's a good force field, but Tyler doesn't have the DPS to deal with these guys, and there's medevacs coming from all different angles, and continue attack, and there's GG from Tyler. So Tyler's going to lose game number 1. Thorzain's going to basically win incredibly convincingly. I'm kind of disappointed Tyler didn't get more upgrades. You can see that Thorzain was even working on +3 right now, so definitely a great move by Thorzain. We'll see what's happening in this game and if Tyler can come back or not.